Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. And today is a giant day for us horror 4K physical media fans. Yes, a very niche collection of people, but I happen to be one of them. And if you're watching this video, I feel like you might be as well, because at my doorstep today arrived finally the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K Steelbook Collection. So today, we're going to move over to the overhead, and I am going to unbox my copy and just see, hey, did this arrive in better condition than my James Bond 4K Steelbooks? I'll admit, as I sit here, I'm a little bit worried because we know how, Amazon is. And we know even if it's not Amazon's fault, like with James Bond, sometimes the distributor just doesn't care. And so they bring you scratched and dented steelbooks. That's just the way it goes sometimes. So hopefully this will be a better experience than James Bond. Fingers crossed. But either way, I cannot wait to dive into this. So today we're just going to do an unboxing, and then hopefully down the line we'll dive further into these. But with that said, guys, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right into the long-anticipated unboxing of the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K Steelbook Collection. And here we are in the trusty overhead, and I want to do this from the very beginning, just like I did with my James Bond set. Some of you may have seen that unboxing video, and it didn't quite go the way I was hoping, but at least I had record of it. Not that that ended up mattering at all, but I want to start from the beginning here and show you guys what I'm seeing. So let's open it up. Okay, this is very reminiscent of the James Bond set because we have a box within a box. That means likely, let me get some of this paperwork out of here. There we go, that's better. I was saying that means likely this came directly from the manufacturer in this box and then just stuck into the Amazon box. So here's the big reveal here. I'm really excited for this. Oh my gosh, is this another box within a box? No, this thing is just packaged very well. Super impressed so far, which is a good thing. Oh my goodness, there it is. All right, getting all this stuff out of the way here. Very impressed with the packaging. Much better than the James Bond set, which is a good thing. Yep, just toss that to the side. All right, so here we have it. The much too expensive 4K box set, but I'm really happy to have it. Honestly, I feel very fortunate because I know a lot of people weren't able to get this. And those that did pre-order it, some of them had that pushed back. So I feel very fortunate that I actually got mine on release day. So let's see what is the best way to open this. I don't want to mess up anything. This is very similar to that James Bond set in terms of it being like, I think they call it like a library casing or something along those lines. Let me figure out how I'm going to open this thing here. There we go. I used my plastic razor blade that I used to get stickers off, and that seemed to get me started here. So, oh, I'm so happy that this is in my possession. Hopefully you guys can see this well enough anyway. Very interesting. Oh, I love it. This is textured. That is so cool. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. All right, let me throw some things away and get the camera repositioned here. That's a little bit better. Let's see. So texture is on this side as well. Here is the bottom. It looks like it's just black on the bottom, but that texturing is awesome. This is even textured up here, the Nightmare on Elm Street 7 film collection. I tell you, man, at first glance, I am very impressed with the packaging here. So let's get this not J-card off of here. And you guys can see everything. Excuse me as I bump the camera. You guys can see everything on the back. You have HDR on these and the steelbooks itself. You get the 3D glasses, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to set that to the side. Not something I will get rid of, but for this unboxing, I want to move it aside. And then here we have it. Oh my goodness. That is so awesome. I love it. So I'm already instantly noticing that there are not, at least that I see, scratches on the side. These are marks. So you see like the 1, the 2, all the way through 7. That's really cool, just in case you're not aware of what order they're in. It shows them there. So what am I going to do here? I think I'm going to move this off to the side a little bit. And then we'll just look through all of these here as I go through them. These seem to be in mint condition, which, I mean, is exactly what they should be, especially for the price. I love that. Let's get this over. I bet there's a digital code in here, so let me get that out real quick. That there was. So it's one code for all 7 films, which is really good. So no artwork on the disc itself, but looks good there. And then this is cool, the certificate of authenticity. So I got right toward the middle, 2,367. Oh no, in the middle. I was thinking 1,500, or I don't know what I was thinking. 5,000. I didn't see the one there. 2,367 of 15,000. So a pretty low number actually, which is really cool. And then nothing on the back there, but you can see the packaging looks awesome. That is really cool. Love that wraparound image on the back. And then there is the front. So, oh man, I am very impressed so far. Hopefully this excitement maintains throughout all of these and I don't get anything that looks bad as we keep working our way through. But that was the original. Here is Freddy's Revenge. Always love this artwork. I think that's so cool. Let's open it up here. In the back, going for that like black and white style, it looks like on the back of these. And the disc itself is going to look the same as the others. And there is our main character, name escapes me, but the main character from this one. So that looks great. Love that. I love this artwork here. I always have. I think that looks so cool. So that is Freddy's Revenge, number 2. Arguably the best of the sequels. You can see there is a bit of a scuff there. No big deal though, not the end of the world. Another one, Dream Warriors has such a great poster art with it. And we'll get this opened up. Yep, iconic scene there with the TV. And then on the inside, we have Freddy himself, and I can't really make out what's going on over there. It doesn't look like a whole lot, frankly, but at least the one side looks nice. So that's Dream Warrior with, again, a little scuff on the paint there. Not too bad, all things considered. Oh, look at that. Oh, is it going to focus? There is a little scratch right on that one right there. They were much bigger and much more noticeable on the James Bond set, so that's not really a big deal to me. Here is the Dream Master. Oh, it's just so ugly, beautiful. Like, I love it. That is so cool. No marks on the side that I see. And then there is the front and the back. And on the inside, nothing on this side, which kind of seems to be the theme here with these sequels. Looks great, though. Number 5. The Dream Child up next. Another one, like, very similar. That ugly style. But I love it. It reminds me of, like, old, not Goosebumps necessarily, but, like, Ghosts of Fear Street. I'm going to throw that out there. Or Strange Matter covers from the 90s. Very reminiscent of that. So, I love that just because it's very nostalgic to me. But I recognize that it's not very good looking. It's just fun looking. So there's the inside. That's awesome. Very good. And then we have number 6 here, which is Freddy's Dead. That's a great one. Oh, I love that. Just down in the distance there. Looks really cool. Oh, and here are our 3D glasses. Only one pair. A little disappointing. Would have loved to see more there, but is what it is. All right, and then we get this disc out of the way. See, this one looks really cool. A full kind of wraparound image there. Not wraparound, I guess, but just a full image, which is nice to see. That's Freddy's Dead, equipped with the red and blue 3D. I would love if this would have had like Blu-ray 3D, true 3D, but it doesn't. At least I don't believe it does. It's just our standard red and blue 3D. And then last but not least, we have a new Nightmare. That looks awesome. Much different style with a new Nightmare than like 4 and 5, for example, but looks great. And the inside is another just iconic scene with the tongue coming through the phone. I love that. Oh, that's awesome. So that is new Nightmare. Very impressed. So this is, I mean, this is awesome in my opinion. I love the texture that's going on the sides. I think it looks really cool even on the front there. I'll show the back. Again, just textured at the collar and at the bottom, frayed, which looks awesome. Nothing much going on the bottom, which I already showed, but man, this is an awesome box set. I am really thrilled with this. So hopefully now the next step, of course, will be watching them and making sure that the transfers look good, but I love it. Let me grab this guy here, arguably the best of the sets until this one came out, and some might still say this is the best of the sets, but the new Line Platinum Series Nightmare on Elm Street collection is just incredible. You can see here everything that's included. Even has this Nightmare Series encyclopedia, which I wish was included with the 4K, but it's not. But I love the wraparound image. That's one thing I would have loved for this to have a wraparound image just as a throwback to this, but that's okay that it doesn't. This is just such an amazing set, and obviously something that will not be leaving the collection. But I believe these cover art, yeah, this cover art's very similar to what's used here, because I think it's just the poster artwork. So I think that's a great choice on the 4K release. I think that just looks awesome. Yeah, it's so good. It's just such great artwork. But anyway, yeah, now this one here, this 4K collection goes side by side with my DVD collection. The Blu-ray collection of this, I have that as well. And that's how I've watched these most recently, but super boring when you compare it to both of these. I know this one is, what, almost double the price of the standard release, but as someone who is a giant fan of this franchise, I'm very happy to have this in my collection. I wish it was cheaper, but is what it is. I paid for it, paid off, ready to go. So very happy to have it in the collection. So this is a much better outcome than the James Bond Steelbook set on 4K. So very happy with what was sent over. Oh, you guys, I am so excited about this. This came in great shape, at least from what I've seen so far, and the steelbooks themselves look fantastic. The whole set just looks premium. Yes, it's expensive. I want to say the MSRP was around $180. Not cheap, almost double what you can get the standard release for, which is about $100 at this point. So not quite double, but close enough. So, I mean, you know, you have to be a big giant fan of steelbooks and of Nightmare on Elm Street for this to be a recommendation. But if you are that, this is awesome. Now, I don't know if anyone that has not pre-ordered it is going to be able to get their hands on this outside of the secondhand market. But if you can, try to, you know, wait for Amazon, Orbit DVD, Diabolic DVD, whoever. I bet these will come back in stock at some point. Hopefully they do for everyone that wanted one that wasn't able to get one. But anyway, let me know down in the comments below. This happens sometimes. Maybe there was something glaringly obvious that was a flaw with this set that I've missed. Let me know if you saw a giant scratch or a dent that I just happened to miss. But I'm very thrilled. This went 100 times better than my James Bond unboxing. And now tonight, we're starting this franchise again here at the house. My wife and I are going to watch number 1 and then hopefully work our way through over the next 7 nights here. But you know how things go. The best laid plans, right? As they always say. But man, I am excited for this. So the Halloween season is officially upon us, and it's just the best time of the year. So with that said, guys, leave all your thoughts and comments on this release down in the comments below. I really do appreciate any and all thoughts down there. So thank you so much for that. With that said, guys, thanks for checking out this video and making it all the way to the end. I will leave it there. But before I let you go, I'll just encourage you all to consume some media today. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all next time.